Testing, 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 testing. Okay, we're good, we're working. That's as low as I can go, by the way, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologising, you guys don't care how low I can go. Right, so, guys, I felt I do need to say something on the whole, well, current situation, shall we say. I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not very good at this kind of thing. Trying to get my points across and stuff, I find talking a bit difficult, but I will try to be concise, and I will try to be productive, and I'm sorry if I miss some sources. Again, like I say, this isn't the easiest thing for me. I have written some notes here, so let's start with that, shall we? War Thunder is a big part of my life, and I'm sure a big part of many people's lives. I've played the game for almost 10 years, as I'm sure many of you out there have, and some even longer. But for me, the recent economy changes isn't really where this all started. If I'm going to be honest with you, this all started for me on the last economic changes. I can't exactly remember when they were, but quite a while now, where essentially Gaijin thought people are grinding too quickly. They gave two options as to whether we wanted to benefit players who won games more or have it more balanced for everyone's a winner, whether your game was lost or won. So two bad choices because they weren't really the choice. It was the illusion of choice. Whichever was chosen, rewards were nerfed either way, to a point where if you made 8,000 RP reward at the end of a good game, you consider that good these days. That would never have been considered good in the past, and really it's quite sad to see. And this is before going ahead with these recent changes. But for me, the biggest pain, as someone who's already grinded out quite a lot of the game, was the SL grinding. Now, I never struggled for SL other than when I spend it all on expert crews. That's my fault. I will always be net positive, but really that's because I don't grind anymore. And the reason I don't grind is I don't feel incentivized to. There was a time when I was grinding through a lot of the trees at the top echelons, so I still have some Italy to finish off, for example. I need to finish France, but the fun was kind of taken out of the game for me. I used to enjoy getting on War Thunder on a Friday night when I just could chill out and play the game, and I'd sit there and I would just grind SL. And I'm talking serious SL, we're talking 600,000-700,000 Silver Line games, which I think I've still got a few screenshots of. And something like that is just unheard of now. The economy has come to such a point where trying to grind, it's just not fun for me anymore. And I really don't play War Thunder outside of recording anywhere near what I used to. Now, having said that, I do still have fun with War Thunder because actually making videos is one of my favourite things to do. It's good fun. I enjoy getting to make content for you guys. But if I'm not doing that and I'm just playing, there's no incentive for me anymore. I used to enjoy the grind when it was rewarding, but now it just feels like I'm grinding a walnut against a brick wall. And I don't think that's very advantageous, really. Now, as someone who has played for 10 years, and as someone who has pretty much everything in the game grinded out, as well as gets test drives directly from Gaijin themselves, along with permanent vehicles sometimes too, I am afforded a certain luxury, where when I play War Thunder, I don't have to play it to grind. I can play whatever I want and not worry about trying to grind the next tank and just play what I enjoy in any particular tree. And now for a good chunk of the player base, that is not possible. A newer player or a new player really is not incentivized to continue playing at all. The game has next to no tutorial, nothing is explained very well, especially when we come to planes, and trying to make RP in SL is, even with a premium account and boosters, is just, it's not there. Now, I don't want to harp on the negatives the whole time. Criticising is no good without offering some sort of a solution. Now, I don't think I'm the person to do it, but I would certainly like to talk about some things that I think would be positive for the game. Now, we'll start with the obvious one. Gaijin has for a long time, and clearly still thinks there is a problem of players, or with players, grinding too quickly and getting too much. Now, obviously, we all think that is absolutely absurd, but there is obviously something there making them think that. And realistically, I think this problem all started with the top tier premiums they said they'd never had. This allowed the easiest track for people to grind up to top tier and get access to it immediately. And not everyone wants to spend 50 insert your currency here, sometimes more, on a vehicle they then have to play non-stop to get to the top of the tree. Some people just want to play through the trees normally, or maybe start with a mid-tier premium. And by knowing the rewards across the board, it just hurts everyone. And trying to play the game that way is just not feasible anymore. The best way to grind now is to buy a top-tier premium and just rush your way through the tree without learning any of the tanks, anything about the game really, and even then it's going to take you forever. Now, it's just a suggestion of course, but how can I offer a solution there? Perhaps get rid of the top tier premium, move them into the tech tree, let everyone who bought them keep them. That's just a suggestion, but we certainly know that they are causing problems, not to mention when you want to play these higher BRs, but that's for an entirely different video altogether. Another suggestion I have is we could possibly add another Israeli type tree, a smaller tree that starts at the higher tiers for those who want to play higher tiers, but is easier to grind. And this tree in particular could have double the RP rewards, L maybe even triple. But it would only be for this tree, and this would mean that newer players that really want to get involved with modern equipment could do so, while still having to grind through and learn how to play the game in a quicker fashion. And then should they want to grind other trees, they can go and do that. But this one tree in particular, easier to grind. Now, there is one big issue I really want to talk about while we're here. And for me, it is even bigger than the economic issue. And that's the sound. War Thunder, you have had copious amounts of feedback on the sound in the game, not working properly, cutting out, and just generally being inaudible. Why is this not fixed? It is the single most important thing in a game where you are constantly surrounded by enemies. And I do have a solution for you. Remove the occlusion system. The sound engine that is in the game tries to do lots of fancy things with sound occlusion, reverb effects, compression, all different kind of things that sound really good in practice, but don't work in reality. Okay, and it's also very important that we mention that Gaijin has released statement, positive statement, for once actually accepting responsibility and not trying to blame the player base. Is this good enough? No. Is it a positive start? Yes. The last thing I want to do is see War Thunder fail. This is a game I love and have enjoyed for a very long time and would like to see it carry on, as I'm sure that goes for all of us. Gaijin, for me, and I'm sure many people, it is very important that we hear about these changes, if not have them implemented with the economy, before you drop the next patch full of top tier premiums. Doesn't look good. I love the game, it's a big part of my life. I hope you guys can get this thing right, because if you can, your loyal and very long-term player base will be back by your side. And with that being said, guys, I'll leave you with whatever is left of this gameplay here. I'm sorry if I waffled on. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. I tried my best. And I hope I didn't come across in any way, because I didn't intend to come across in any way other than just to be frank and honest about my opinions. Okay. Ooh-woo! And now we get our prize, which is the cap. No! Oh, come on. Yeah, I survived. I'm very injured, though. Very injured indeed. All my crew have received a heavy tan. Not worth doing anything too crazy. They've got lots of players left. They've got to all be around this A side, I would assume. Yeah, there you go. I thought I heard a Russian diesel cutting in and out from War Thunder's wonderful sound engine. Another one too. I got your help, Jumbo, don't worry. We're just playing defense here. There's no need to do anything crazy when the teams are so equal. Well, they have to cap something, but they can't win. They did. They got C. So I guess we are going to head that way. Can't really see what I'm shooting at. Do I load HE for that? I don't know. Let's try and get it a bit higher. I'm not sure if you've made it into cover or not. Okay, there we go. Okay, new problem. Okay, I've got the gunner on that one, but I've got no 50 cal now. Yeah, I'm pretty stuffed. Yeah, he's stuffed me. Thank God, okay. Need to scare him off for now.
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I know. Can I get out of here? I can actually get out of here. Come on now. Don't be treating me this way. Don't be treating me this way. Treat me the way I want to be treated. No, you bad boy. We had a really good run there, though. Oh, we'd almost be on a nuke if we were out the BR. Right, let's run out in the Hellcat. See if we can do a bit of damage.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Good spot, Chaffee. Now we're looking for the BTR that will shred both of us, by the way. Them things are strong. Oh, he's reloading his belt. Go now, Chaffee. Go, go, go. No, I told you he'd get both of us. The Chaffee bumped into me while I was trying to 50 cal him. God, this has been one hell of a fight. Can't deny that. I don't think they can get to A now, though. Because we've got a guy covering their spawn on that side. There he goes, nice. Well, not bad, we had 12 kills, but we had 4 deaths. But it was certainly a good fight. That's really all I care about. Yeah, very good game indeed. GG to those enemies.